Hey everybody. By now, some people are starting to poke around and get the gist of what's going on. It was roughly around the time of starting to incorporate the getting rid of wheat and gluten and starting to drink more water instead of anything else. I started to really discover there were other things that needed to be adjusted. Not everyone's the same, so you're going to have to kind of play around with them. But anyways, at the time when I started this, the weight started to come off. I started to really get motivated. The motivation took on another role, which was then to start getting more exercise. Initially, the exercise was very basic. I tried to do P90X, which nearly killed me. I was very bad shape. Listen, I had a hard time climbing the 2 stories of my parking garage, the parking garage for where I work. I had a hard time getting to the 2nd floor. So 1 flight of stairs and I would be out of breath. I would take the elevator to go to the 2nd level of my office to go and see what they had in the lunch area for the afternoon. So fitness needs to be incorporated into this. On my site, I will add a log to start out with, a very basic routine that I started with, which was every other day I did the same 3 movements, which are very basic movements. I did push-ups, and at first I couldn't really do a whole lot of push-ups. I would maybe do about 4 push-ups, I think, or 3 push-ups, and then have to go to the knees. And for a guy, that is a really bad thing to sort of happen. It was very upsetting for somebody that had been fit for so long. I mean, I was younger. I played sports. I was, an active kid, and I just let it all go. So the 3 basic movements again. I began to do push-ups, sit-ups, and squats. Now, when I say squats, I'm not talking weighted squats like everybody else in the fitness community was doing. I did squats with just my body weight, which was difficult. The sit-ups were difficult. The push-ups were difficult. But the goal of being in shape and taking control of my health was more important. This should be a fairly simple routine, and do what you can. Don't hurt yourself. Go slowly. If you have serious health conditions already, you need to speak to your doctor about any of this stuff. So really go slow, take your time. If you can do push-ups on the floor, then do them. If you can only do 3, do 3 and shoot for doing 4 tomorrow. If you can only do 5 sit-ups, do 5 sit-ups and shoot for doing 6 tomorrow. Do something. And then the other thing was I would walk more, specifically around my building, because when I originally started this, I think it was around September. Here in New York, it gets kind of cold, so I would walk in the building that I work in, which is a big building, and then when it was nice, when the days were nicer, I would go outside. Actually, September's pretty nice though. So I would go outside and do the walks, and then when the weather turned, I would do the walks inside. This is kind of sad for a at the time, 40-year-old man to go to the mall and walk around like the walking clubs of seniors. But if that's what it takes, then that's what it takes. So at this point, you should start to try and get more movement. If you look also at Mark's Daily Apple, he proposes primal movements, but some of his stuff was too difficult for me at that time. So you need to kind of scale it back to tailor to yourself. I hope that helps, and I'll see you guys next time.